Hey everybody, this is Chris from C.H.Diegel Photography. So today I'm going to talk about the different print options that I offer that you can get on the website or here at the gallery. Throughout this video I'm going to use a term called color life. And what color life means is how long will this print last before there's any noticeable fading. When we talk about color life ratings, these assume that the print is kept out of direct sunlight and is kept dry. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the regular photo paper. This is our most affordable option. I have this mounted on a backing for display purposes only, but this comes as a loose photo paper print. The paper is Kodak Enduro Luster paper. I like luster paper a lot because it's glossy, but it also has a textured finish like matte paper. Makes it much harder to fingerprint. Luster paper is very color accurate. And it's a heavier paper too, so it's pretty resistant to warping, like compared to a glossy paper. So color life on regular photo paper is about 20 to 40 years. So the next option is fine art paper. And fine art paper is just another way of saying archival photo paper. This paper is Moab Lazel Exhibition Luster. So again, it's a luster paper. But this print has 100 plus years of color life. So this is an archival, an archival print. If you get the fine art paper, make sure to take it to a professional, have a professional frame it. It doesn't make sense to get the expensive print and then to just throw it in a ready-made frame. If you get the fine art paper, make sure it's professionally framed, and then this is going to last a very, very long time. Now, in addition to the extra color life, fine art prints also have much better color. They have sharper contrast, so they have brighter, brighter brights and darker darks. Much better color and much more accurate color. The printers that do these can just print many more colors than the regular photo paper. So we have extra color life and much better color as well in the fine art paper. So both of those two options come as a loose photo paper print that you're going to have framed. So everything else I'm going to show you here comes ready to hang. The first option I'm going to show you is our most popular print option, which is the metal print. Metal prints are a thin piece of aluminum. How these are made, the image is printed onto a transfer paper, and then a heat press infuses the image into a special coating that's applied to the aluminum. These are extremely scratch resistant, really hard to damage the image. You will damage the metal before you damage the image itself. One kind of bad thing, they can be dented or bent, so you have to be careful with them in that respect. But another cool thing about them is they're waterproof. So if you want something, for a kitchen or for a bathroom, a metal print's a really great option because they can get wet and it doesn't hurt them. So these have a frame on the back that's 3/4 of an inch deep. And it's inset from the edge, so you won't see it while it's hanging. It'll give the print a floating appearance off the wall. You can get this with a wall cleat here or with a cable hanger. Metal prints come in two finishes. This one's called the mid-gloss finish. I'll show you. This has a reduced glare finish. And I'll show you one of the high gloss ones. So this is a high gloss metal print. You can see much more of a glossy glass-like surface on these. The gloss of these is where the luminosity comes from. So you will lose a little bit of that when you go to that mid-gloss finish. The high gloss finish will have the maximum luminosity, but that mid gloss finish you saw gets rid of a lot of the reflection and glare. So metal prints are kind of at the midpoint for color life. Expect like 40 to 60 years on metal prints. So more fade resistant than regular photo paper, but not quite as fade resistant as the fine art paper. All right, I'm going to show you the canvas wrap. So my only canvas wrap is really big, so it's kind of hard to show you. These canvas wraps are 1.5 inches thick. The front of the image mirrors around the side, so the complete image is on the front, and the edges will just mirror what's on the front. So that way, none of the image is lost in the wrap. These have a dust cover on the back and a sawtooth hanger. These are really high quality canvases. These are made on LexJet Sunset satin canvases, and they're printed with archival inks with over 100 years of color life. So these are another extremely fade resistant option too. Our canvas prints too are incredibly vibrant. The colors on them are really, really gorgeous. So you don't lose color from the canvas prints from like the metal prints, still very comparable in color. So my last print option is called an acrylic print. And what an acrylic print is a fine art print that is bonded to 1/8 inch thick acrylic glass. Acrylic refracts light as it passes through, so this gives the print an incredibly luminous 3D like appearance. The image on a metal print and an acrylic print is kind of similar, but if we compared the two, the acrylic print would be a little bit brighter. It would be a little bit sharper. Most especially, it would have much more depth to it. And the acrylic print is much more fade resistant than the metal prints too. For color life, we're taking a fine art print, with 100+ years of color life, and then we're putting it under acrylic. The regular acrylic reduces UV by 70%. I'll show you there's another option I'm going to show you that reduces UV by 99%. So the acrylic prints are going to be the most fade resistant option that I offer. I'll show you the edge here. You can see the acrylic glass, and then there's a print sandwiched in the middle, and then this backing is called dye bond. You see, like the metal print, this has an aluminum frame inset from the edge, so this gives it a floating appearance as well. So this is the regular acrylic, and then we've got another option I'm going to show you real quick. So this is called the True Life acrylic. And True Life acrylics have an extra coating applied to them. As I mentioned earlier, this option has a 99% UV filter. It is reduced glare, so there's significantly less reflection and glare on these. It's also much more scratch resistant, and you can clean the True Life acrylics with regular glass cleaner. The regular acrylics, you need to use only plain water or special acrylic cleaners. So that's the True Life acrylic, which is another great option. All right, so that is all of my print options that I offer. Got any questions, shoot me an email or a message on social media. Thanks.